Thầy chào tất cả các em. Hôm nay chúng ta cùng nhau học đơn vị bài học số 9 chương trình sách giáo khoa tiếng Anh lớp 8 hệ 10 năm. Bài số 9 có chủ đề là Natural Disasters. Hôm nay thầy hướng dẫn các em học hai phần. Phần 1 là Getting Started và phần 2 Look a Closer Look One. Now come on, are you ready? Shocking news. Now, look at your picture. Who are they? Okay, they are Dương and Nick. Now answer some questions. Why are Dương and Nick? What are they talking about? And which natural disasters can we see in bubbles? Now, open the textbook, the page 26, please. Are you ready? Before reading a dialogue between Dương and Nick, we gonna listen to the tape about a dialogue between Dương and Nick. Now listen first.
Unit 9, Natural Disasters, page 26. Getting started. Activity 1. Listen and read.
Did you watch the news last night?
No, I didn't. What's happened?
There was a typhoon in Namdin province.
What exactly is a typhoon? We don't get them in England.
It's a severe tropical storm.
Oh no, that's terrible. What time did it hit the area?
They said at about 10 a.m.
Was anyone injured?
Only a few minor injuries were reported. Most people have moved to safe areas when the storm broke.
That's a relief. Did it cause any damage to property?
It seems many houses and public buildings were destroyed or flooded, and thousands of people were left homeless.
That's awful. Despite all the modern technology available to us, we're still helpless against natural disasters. How is the government helping the people there?
They've sent rescue workers to free people who were trapped in flooded homes. Once the heavy rain stops, they'll start clearing up the debris. Medical supplies, food, and rescue equipment have also been sent.
That's great. How about the people left without homes?
They've been taken to a safe place where temporary accommodation will be provided for them.
Now listen again.
Unit 9, Natural Disasters, page 26. Getting started. Activity 1. Listen and read.
Did you watch the news last night?
No, I didn't. What's happened?
There was a typhoon in Namdin province.
What exactly is a typhoon? We don't get them in England.
It's a severe tropical storm.
Oh no, that's terrible. What time did it hit the area?
They said at about 10 a.m.
Was anyone injured?
Only a few minor injuries were reported. Most people have moved to safe areas when the storm broke.
That's a relief. Did it cause any damage to property?
It seems many houses and public buildings were destroyed or flooded, and thousands of people were left homeless.
That's awful. Despite all the modern technology available to us, we're still helpless against natural disasters. How is the government helping the people there?
They sent rescue workers to free people who were trapped in flooded homes. Once the heavy rain stops, they'll start clearing up the debris. Medical supplies, food, and rescue equipment have also been sent.
That's great. How about the people left without homes?
They've been taken to a safe place where temporary accommodation will be provided for them.
Okay, come on. Are you okay? Is this clear? Now look at the picture. Oh my God. Heavy rain, big wind. What kind of storm? Oh, typhoon. We have typhoon. Listen and repeat. Typhoon means bão nhiệt đới. Okay, typhoon. Come on, look at the picture. Oh, earthquake. Động đất. Come on. Oh, a lot of water. Flood. Lũ lụt. Oh, you feel. Drought. Hạn hán. Now come on. Oh, mudslide. Lũ bùn. Yes. Now come on, the picture. Debris. Property. Now look at the dialogue again. It's also the conversation. Now practice part A. Read the conversation again and fill the blank with no more than 3 words. We have 6 sentences. Number 1, Namik province was hit by a severe ... Number 2, only a few people were. Number 3, the storm caused extensive to property. Number 4, rescue workers have freed those who were in flooded homes. Number 5, the government has sent rescue equipment, food, and number 6, people without homes will be provided with. Now you have 1 minute to fill the blank. Be careful with no more than 3 words. Are you okay? Now, number 1. Namik province was hit by a severe tropical storm. And number 2, only a few people were injured. Yes, correct. Number 3, the storm caused extensive damage to property. Yes. Number 4, rescue workers have freed those people who were trapped in flooded homes. And number 5, the government has sent rescue equipment, food, and medical supplies. Okay, correct word. Medical supplies. And number 6, the last one, people with the homes will be provided with temporary accommodation. Yes, temporary accommodation. Is it okay? Now move on part B. Responding to news. Nick uses the expression that's terrible to react to the news of tropical storm. Read the conversation again and find similar responses. The first one, responding to good news, responding to bad news, good news and bad news. For good news, what are they? That's great. How wonderful. Anything else? For example, okay, let's check. For good news, wow, that's great. That's a relief. How wonderful. That's awesome. For bad news, oh dear, that's awful. How terrible. Oh no, that's shocking. Is it okay? Yes. And read the words again and again, please. Now part 3, match the natural disasters with the pictures. Then listen, check the answers and repeat. Can we add more? A. Volcanic eruption. B. Tornado. C. Flood. D. Forest fire. E. Earthquake. F. Tsunami. Z. Mudslide. And H. Drought. Now picture 1, what is this? Oh, there's flood. Picture 2, oh, forest fire. Picture 3, tsunami. Picture 4, tornado. Picture 5, oh, mudslide. And picture 6, volcanic eruption. Picture 7, drought. Number 8, the last one, number 8, earthquake. Yes. Is it okay? Has you all correct? Do you have correct answers? Okay, thank you. Now, the first one. Now we move on. A closer look to, please. Okay, 9 natural disasters. Lesson 2, a closer look to. I've got the picture again. Pictures again. Now, let's watch a video clip.
Natural disasters are part of the way the planet works. In the ideal world, we would all live in places that aren't affected by natural hazards. We wouldn't live near coastlines, we wouldn't live along the San Andreas Fault in California, we wouldn't live underneath the volcanoes in the Pacific Northwest. But we live where our homes are. I mean, those are the places that are important to us. And then there are many people that don't have choices. The museum is presenting this exhibit to describe these events to people so they have a better understanding of earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, hurricanes, and tornadoes. But more than that, to begin thinking about the risks associated with them. As climate warms, we expect there to be more severe storms, more severe droughts, more wildfires, and to some extent, over the last decade, we've seen just that. There's natural hazards on a dynamic Earth. But there are certainly ways that we can learn to live with them to mitigate the risks to society.
Okay, you have what some natural disasters in the USA. Question 1. What types of natural disaster can you see in the video? Is it clear? Okay, there's the earthquakes, the tsunami, the hurricane in the USA, the tidal wave, and the typhoon, the flood, etc. Now what happened? They destroy buildings, roads, bridges, and houses, and so on. They cause the death of the people and the crop failure. Medical supplies, food was sent. Now come on. We continue with a closer look at one. And the first one for vocabulary. Number 1, fill in blank with a suitable verb in the correct form from the box below. Then listen, check, and repeat. The first one, rage, rage, rage. It means violently. Erupt. It's a verb erupt. It's break out, break out. And collapse, collapse. Fall in suddenly. Strike, strike, struck. It's past simple, past form. Means hit something, hit somebody hard. Bury, bury means hide something in ground, underground, in ground. Shake, it's a past form, past simple. Shook, shook. Okay, come on, move something from side to side or up and down. Now the first one. Now, fill the blank. Number 1. You have 1 minute to do this. Ready? You can open the textbook on the page 28. Fill this blank with a suitable verb in the correct form from the box below. Then listen, check, and repeat. As the first one, number 1. Yesterday, a terrible storm struck the rural area of Hazang province. Okay. And number 2, villagers rushed into public shelters as soon as the volcano erupted. Number 3, hundreds of buildings were completely destroyed when the earthquake shook the city. Number 4, the mudslide buried the whole village while people were still sleeping in their houses. And number 5, the forest fire raged. The first fire raged for 8 hours and some animals were badly injured or killed. And number 6, we managed to run out of the house into the street before the walls collapsed. That's okay. You have the keywords. The correct answer: struck, erupted, shook, buried, raised, and collapsed. And practice 2, part 2. Match the verbs in column A to the nouns in column B Then listen, check, and repeat. Number 1, scatter. Take. Evacuate. Evacuate. Provide. Put out. The village. Debris. The forest fire. Shelter. Aid. Number 1, scatter means debris. Number 2, take means shelter. Take shelter. Number 3, evacuate. Evacuate the village. And number 4, provide aid. Number 5, the last one, put out the forest fire. Come on. Part 3. Now use phrases in the correct form to complete sentences. It's number 1. The rescue workers set up a camp for the flood victims. Number 2. On the second day there was a rainstorm which helped too. Number 3. When the storm started, they in a cave. Number 4. As a tornado moved through the town, high winds across the streets. Number 5. The police had to public shelters before the volcano started to erupt. Are you okay? Now number 1. Provide aid. To provide aid. Sorry, aid. Plus S after aid. Provide aid for the flood victims. Again, number 2. On the second day, there was a rainstorm which helped to put out the forest fire. Dập lửa, dập đám cháy, dập cháy rừng. Number 3, when the storm started, they took shelter in a cave. Number 4, scattered debris across the streets. Number 5, the police had to evacuate the village to the public. That's okay. Number 1, provided aids. Provide aids. Number 2, put out the forest fire. Number 3, took shelter. Number 4, scattered debris. Number 5, evacuate the village. Okay. Come on. Now choose a word that has a different stress pattern from the others. For example, festival, adoptee, Resi, Japanese. B, C, and D. They have the third syllable, and only A is the first syllable. Festival. Okay, A correct. A is correct. Okay. Stress in words ending in lousy and gruffy. Come on. Pronunciation stress in words ending in lousy, gruffy. Now for listen and repeat these words, pay attention to the stress syllables. Okay. Now, first one, technology. 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 Yes. Photography. 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 Ecology. Ecology. Biology. Apology. Biography. Geography. Psychology. Okay, psychology. Be careful, such words ending lazy graphy. I think it's not difficult. Remember, for words ending in lazy and graphy, place the stress on the third syllable from the end. Example, biology, biology. Photography. Yes. Listen and mark the stress on the correct syllable in the words below. Pay attention to lazy and graphy. Number 1, sociology, 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 zoology, bibliography, bibliography, climatology, climatology, astrology, astrology, demography. Yes. Okay. Yes. Then number 6, reservoir sentences and mark the stress syllable in the underlying words. Then listen and repeat your sentences. Number 1, we are studying the geography of Asia. Number 2, I had a biology lesson this afternoon. Number 3, they share a common interest in photography. Number 4, biography is a book that tells the story of someone's life written by someone else. Number 5, zoology is a scientific study of animals and their behavior. It's okay? Just sounds are very important. Geography, biology, photography, biography, zoology. Okay, be careful. Focus on stress syllable. Now further practice. Number 1, choose a word that has a different stress pattern from the others. Number 1, sociology, sociology is the third one. Biology, the second one. Geography, the second one. Musical, sociology, musical. Okay. Referee, Japanese, tornado, employee. Monument, biology, ecology, apology. Number 4, festival, government, residence, apology. Yes. And number 2, exercise 2, choose the best answer. Number 1, the rescue workers set up a camp to what to here? To provide aid for the flood victims. Number 2, when the storm started, they put out the forest fire in a cave. As the tornado moved through the town, high winds took shelter across the streets. The last one, number 4, the police had to scatter debris to public shelters before the volcano started to erupt. Okay, I think it's very easy for us to do it. Okay, do the homework, review the lesson. Part 1 and part 2, get it started. And a closer look 1. Do exercise here in the workbook. Prepare the next period. A closer look to communication and skills 1, 2. Thank you and see you next time.